It's hard to describe what it was like to have Her Majesty the Queen as the head of the armed forces while I was in the British Army. She was also the colonel of my own regiment, the 1st Battalion, the Royal Welsh Fusiliers, the 23rd of Foot. But I can assure you, the armed forces, we adored the Queen. And in a strange way, it was kind of comforting having a little old lady whom we all swore an oath to as our boss. You see, when you are sworn into the British Army, when you join, you swear an oath of allegiance to Her Majesty the Queen, heirs and successors, and not to Parliament. And that ensures the unique bond the royal family have with the British Armed Forces. Now, I've always had my inhibitions about King Charles. I've never liked him. There have been countless stories by members of staff over the years who have come out with stories saying that he is the petulant, spoilt, and very arrogant arse who likes to have things his own way. I don't think I ever heard of Her Majesty the Queen getting booed wherever she went. Now, another reason I dislike King Charles is his politics. He is, of course, a lefty. He is too involved for my liking with the World Economic Forum. He's made various speeches pushing and supporting net zero, and he's another one of these climate alarmists. Now, when Queen Elizabeth was monarch, nobody ever knew her politics. Her motto was never complain, never explain, and she never did, and we loved her for it. The royal family are not meant to be political, they're not meant to take sides. Their role is to do what Parliament says and uphold the Constitution. Of course, the monarch does have extensive powers, but they very rarely use them, if ever. For example, if King Charles tells the parachute regiment that their new headdress is a nappy, they'll have to do it, and I'm serious. King Charles has also been known to lobby MPs into benefiting politics that he favours, and you can see all these in the infamous spider letters. Now, the Angry Bootneck, a great YouTuber, if you haven't subbed to him, he replied to my post on this on Twitter by saying that even the late great Christopher Hitchens said that Charles would make a shit king, and he's right. Charles has only been months in the job and everyone knows his politics already, and his latest cock-up, and it is a massive cock-up, is he was seen the other day wearing the black Poppy Rose lapel badge on his suit. Now, let me get one thing straight here. The red poppy, the traditional one, it covers everyone. It's not just for dead white British soldiers, it's for everyone. It even covers members of the Commonwealth who fought and died for us. And that's regardless of colour, creed, ideology, sexuality, whatever. It's a simple design, it's designed to remember, and the hope that we never have another world war. Quite simple, isn't it? But no, there are people out there who are just hell-bent on segregation, and I'm not even talking about white supremacists here, because the creation of the Black Poppy Rose is one Selina Carty. Now, she is a race activist, and she's also an academic whose website celebrates African Marxist dictators, and that particular poppy is designed to commemorate the Haitian Revolution. Now, say what you like about the Haitian Revolution, it was still a genocide. And I'm not going to get into it and explain it all, but just Google it, and it should tell you absolutely everything you need to know. Now, this Selina Carty, she has also previously attended conferences lobbying for reparations and has partnered with the Commonwealth War Graves Commission for a report on the inequality of remembrance. Now, like I said, remembrance isn't about inequality, it covers everyone. It's meant to be a unifying symbol, but this isn't good enough for people with hatred on their minds and segregation. Now, that cenotaph in London, every cenotaph in the country, up and down the UK, it does remember and represent the contributions of Black, African and Caribbean communities to the war efforts as servicemen, servicewomen and as civvies. Now, I can't speak for other British service veterans, but personally I have never ever seen any cenotaph, any war memorial, as one that just represents Caucasian soldiers and airmen, airwomen, sailors, etc. I never have. And to be honest with you, I'm quite disappointed with King Charles yet again for wearing this symbol, and people are saying he didn't know anything about it and it's just his advisors telling him what to wear. It's not. King Charles is not stupid. He is very political. He knows what he's doing. He knows full well what this black poppy rose represents, and that it is a symbol of Marxism and a symbol of revolutions. And for him to be wearing that is just, it's something else, isn't it? So if King Charles supports this symbol, this movement, and he wants to give this country's money away for reparations, then may I suggest he starts by dipping into his own personal wealth. Prince Philip must be turning in his grave looking at what Charles is doing. I think it was common knowledge he didn't like him because he was a bit of a fop, wasn't he? And he still is. And as from now, I am quite done with the guy. He's not my king. He is a left-wing political idiot who's not fit to wear his mother's crown. And there we go, that's my video. Please comment, share, subscribe, and until the next time, Roger Trout.